I created a GPT called AI Script Coach, and you can look it up in the GPTs. It's had over between 1 and 2,000 conversations to date. And not only
Nice.
does it coach you and play your client, like if you're doing a pre-listing conversation or a difficult cold call or a difficult client, the AI will play the client, and at the end of it, it will tell you exactly how well you did. It will give you points on what you could do better, and it will give you a score. And as you continue to use it, the areas where you need to improve are intuitively built into your future conversations, so you always get better. And it's really cool.
Hey, send it in the chat. Let us test it
Yeah,
out. Okay.
sure. Sure thing.
Cool.
Hey, so on the script, I also asked ChatGPT, hey, create a buyer script or a seller script, it with the tone of Hormozy, because I am
Yeah.
reading his book, so that
Yeah.
way you're always giving value. You're not like, hey, how much is your house worth? You want to know?
Yeah.
Do you want me to come over? You're
Yeah.
giving the value on the phone before you actually meet them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the cool thing about ChatGPT, right? You could do what Garrick said, put the voice of Alex Hormozy, but you can mix it up. You can say, I want Alex Hormozy and Tony Robbins together, right? To make these new scripts. You could do a lot of stuff. Okay, so I want to just share quickly. This is Garrick Yan. He's going to be our guest speaker next AI real estate show, right? Because he has a whole presentation. But today, I just want to share some cool stuff, right? This is you creating an
This
Instagram,
is older stuff. Yep. Uh-huh.
you changing light bulbs. Using,
So the top picture was
yeah,
the actual condo where only three of the bulbs were burned out. I said,
yeah,
well, we can't do that. I don't have time to go to the hardware store. Let's take the
yeah,
picture and here, let's turn it on. So ChatGPT turns on the lights for you.
yep. ChatGPT turns on light. I'm going to show you Garrick's practical stuff, right? How to use it in real estate. Replacing the
Hey, you
sky.
guys, yeah, like who wants an overcast sky? And then
Uh,
so you just say make it a blue sky. So these are prompts that you can upload directly into ChatGPT and ask it to do. So replace the sky. And the trend in the Bay Area where I'm from is twilight photos.
yeah.
So you're going to stand there until 8 p.m. at night when the sun goes down during golden hour? No, you just tell ChatGPT to do it.
Here's some more examples.
It doesn't snow where I live, but
Yeah,
you can make it snow.
nice.
Just tell it, hey, turn this original photo into as if it just snowed. Okay, like, hey, you're trying to sell, hey, perfect in your situation. You don't
Yeah,
have summer photos, so
yeah,
you're just listing it in February. Go
yeah.
ahead and take the picture and make it a summer
Change it.
photo.
Change it.
Put some leaves on there, turn them green.
Okay, so who's still paying for virtual staging? Anybody? Pays a company. Come on, let's look at this. Why don't you just stage it with ChatGPT, right?
So it really comes down to how accurate it is, right? So the left
Yeah,
side is an accurate representation of the room. The right side is the staged one. The room is different now. It's not quite the same.
yeah,
The
the
dimensions
window.
are the different. So there's this one. This is the ChatGPT. We use a different software called Colov, which is a little bit more accurate. So that's actually doing the staging. But if you want a quick and dirty, like a virtual renovation, like just to give the client a proof of concept, I would definitely use this.
Yeah.
I asked them to remove my reflection and it cheated. Okay. So I titled this screen AI Revolt. They
Oh,
got lazy.
toilet.
They just cut my picture off the mirror, rather than removing my image, they just cut it. I was like, well,
And
okay,
he took
thanks a
off the
lot.
toilet too.
Thanks a lot. Like, really, you're not trying anymore.
Oh yeah. So what I do for the photo here, I use Photoshop, and I use Photoshop AI. Just I mask it, and it removes it right away. So
Let's go even easier. Most of
yeah.
you have Samsung or
Oh
Apple,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
you'll just do that. You don't even need the software for Photoshop.
Yeah.
So these are some old trends. You've seen these probably about 2, 3 months ago, and that's the whole point: is that uh, the pace at which innovation happens is so fast that what was new
Yeah.
yesterday is not any new anymore. So why do we do these? We do these to create conversation on social.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do these ones anymore. Okay. This is passe now. Huh.
Yeah.
All right. So I want to show the listing. You said this listing is what? You're
This
selling.
listing is actually live. So
You're
yes, go
selling
ahead
a
and
piece of
click on that
land,
one.
right?
Yep. So go ahead and click on the photos. So this is a virtually staged vacant lot. And we tell all our clients we stage everything. I don't care if it's ugly or new or what. This is a piece of dirt. So we stage this. How do we stage it? Well, we have plans from the seller. The seller gave us plans. I uploaded the plan to ChatGPT and say, make a 3D, make a rendering out of this plan. And that's what happened. Yep, just that right there. The one that I just did that one. I cut it into 3 pieces and said, make it into a rendering. And then I posted it onto the vacant land using Canva and a background delete. Background delete on the ChatGPT and then pasted it on the land. So you kind of have to visualize where on the land it will go in order to make the picture work. And let's just say you shot it incorrectly. You could also go back into something like CapCut and do an AI expand to make the picture bigger, to include more surface area if you needed, like, you cropped it too narrow. So that's another choice.
Yeah. So this is a great practical use of AI, right? That Garrick's showing us. Yeah. So so there's a lot more that Garrick wants to show us, like over 100 slides here. So he'll be back next month. So that's why every month come back, keep elevating yourself, because I bet you if next year you go invite another person into these training, they're going to be like, what is going on? Because things are going to advance so fast that you can't catch on anymore. You can't begin anymore, right? It's like kind of teaching somebody how to use social media or Instagram now, but they never use social media ever, right? There's a big learning curve. So right now you're kind of like, if you're just starting this, you're getting there. At least you're learning it. You know what's possible, because next year it's going to get even faster. And someone mentioned AI agents. AI agents are actually going to take over next year, because right now they can do only a couple of minutes of work. In the future, next year, they say, I think every couple of months, it doubles the time. And so like compound interest, when it gets to a day's work, in a couple months, 3 months later, they could do it 2 days work, then 4 days, then 8 days. Like that's the time where people are going to start losing jobs, right? And you're hearing that now, that AI can take over jobs. It's when AI agents are mature enough that they could do days of work, that's when they can take over jobs. Okay. And so with you guys, if you're enabled, right, and you're using AI, then your job is to not let the AI take over your job, is that you're utilizing them and you level up to a higher level where AI is always like here and you're here and they always need you. Okay.